guys, today I have for you this quite dramatic look. It's a really glittery eyeshadow and then a little bit of an ombre lip and also quite dewy skin all done with cream products. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, first things first, I need to deal with this somehow. It cannot stay in my face like this while I do my makeup, so 1 second. Okay, well, now I have one really silly curl, but it's out of my face, so good enough. The look I'm planning on doing today is probably going to have some fallout. So I'm going to do my eyes first, which is quite unusual for me. But that means I'm going to start with brows. I just knocked myself in the eye with this. That was really dumb. This is the Lancome brow pencil, Les Sourcils Definis. I can't say that, so you say that. This is in the color Blonde 101, which is a little bit too warm for me, of course, as most brow pencils are. It's a fine pencil. I feel like just about every brow pencil like this is exactly the same, honestly. The Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Sephora collection has theirs, which is pretty much exactly the same. It even has exactly the same little brush tip on the other end. Everyone, not everyone, but several people have retractable brow pencils like this, and honestly, I have not found one that is significantly better than the others. That's why I use the Sephora collection one, because it's cheap and just as good. Next is, of course, primer. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is almost nearly gone, and I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after I run out. There we go. I really don't know what I'm going to do. Like, obviously I'm going to buy another primer, but I don't know if I'm going to buy another one of these, or if I want to try something else, but they just last so long. I feel like it's such a commitment. Today I have something really fun in mind. I just really want to play with the Makeup Geek pigment in Utopia because it is just so glittery and perfect, and I'm just like, I'm really feeling glittery, shiny things right now. Someone came into work the other day wearing like a sequined jacket, like a suit jacket, but made of black sequins, and I was like, I need that. It's sparkly and shiny, and I need it. So that's where I am right now. So Utopia it is. It seriously looks like, you know those geodes that you used to have in like science class where they're cut open and then the middle is just full of like shiny pieces of rock? It looks a lot like that. It's so pretty. This is a mess if you try to just put this on your eyes. It's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I have a little palette here, which I got off Amazon for like $4 or $5, I think. I'm just going to tap some of the pigment, hopefully you can see that, onto the palette. I'm going to use a flat, stiff brush. This is the Sigma Concealer Brush F70 because it's going to have the most control and the least fallout. I'm going to use a setting spray. This is the Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. They actually do, Makeup Forever actually does a like a liquid fix something or other for glitter, but I'm not going to buy a little thing when I already have this that works basically the same. So what I'm going to do with this is actually spray it on the palette, and then I'm going to mix those together until they sort of form like a paste basically. So this is going to, basically the Mist and Fix is going to help the pigments stick to the eye and not just fall off all over the cheek. So that's the problem with pigment. There's nothing holding them together like pressed shadows, which is kind of the point, but that also means there's nothing holding them together when they go on your eye. So I'm just putting that on using tapping motions and patting motions, not sweeping motions. Sweeping motions are what make things fall off. That's even true of heavily pigmented eyeshadow. If you have problems with fallout with your regular eyeshadow, try patting it on, and I bet you will get less fallout. So I'm going to sit down a little bit of a base here with Makeup Geek Vanilla Bean and a blending brush from Sephora collection. I'm going to take a little bit of glitter on that blending brush and tap off as much extra as I can, and then just gently sweep that along the edge of where I put the glitter earlier, because it's a little hard to blend glitter with Mist and Fix on it, and once it has set, it's also not going to move. Now to wipe off all that extra with a makeup wipe, This is a Kat Von D makeup wipe, but any makeup wipe will do. I am going to moisturize just a little under my eyes because those makeup wipes are not exactly hydrating most of the time. This is the Dior Hydra Life Eye Cream. And I'm going to move on to the skin before I decide what exactly else I want to do with the eyes. So I'm going to take my CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1, which I love desperately. I am going to put it on this palette that I just used, and I wiped it off with a makeup wipe as well. Just put maybe a 1.5 pumps on there. I'm going to take the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and put it on that dot and then sort of smush it into the bristles here so it's more evenly distributed on the brush. And then very lightly put it on the face. I tend to have really unhappy experiences with trying to put foundation on with a brush. I just am never happy with the finish. And I have been having better luck this week. I've been trying to make it work because I really want to be able to put on foundation with a brush. Like, that seems like such an essential thing to be able to do as a makeup enthusiast. I don't understand why I can't. But actually, I've been having better luck this week because I've always heard people say things like, you know, really work that into your face. The Pixie Woo sisters say that a lot. I'm going to take my expert face brush and really work that foundation into the skin. But to me, that has always meant, you know, use a lot of pressure and really work it in. But every time I've done that, it comes out really streaky and like settled into pores and disgusting and horrible. And it's not good, is what I'm saying. But I was reading, oh gosh, I don't even know who it was, and I'm sure there's no way I can find it now. Some comments on Reddit, basically. I hang out on Reddit, our makeup addiction and skincare addiction and all that stuff all the time. And someone said that the secret for them was to use much lighter pressure than you might think. So this week I've been trying to use really light strokes. A lot like blending eyeshadow. You want to just barely sort of graze the top of the skin, and that has been making it look much better for me. So if you're like me and kind of foundation brush stupid, maybe that's a tip you could try. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my contour, blush, and highlight because I'm going to use some cream products today, so I'm going to do this before I set my skin, obviously. The contour I'm going to use is the Becca Lowlight Sculpting Perfector, which is very beautiful. And look at that. In person it looks like pretty much nothing. The great thing about cream products is that it's really easy to build them up and then it's really easy to blend them in. So you can start with something like this, which looks way too strong and crazy, and then you don't have to be scared of it because you can just take your foundation brush and work it back into the foundation and blend it back in, and look at that. No scary edges, no like frightening line of orange, and this is a nice product because it's not too orange too. Plus, it's really easy with your finger to feel exactly where this is supposed to go. You just follow your cheekbone. Sometimes with a brush it's easy to sort of miss the mark on that if you aren't really familiar with your face. I'm also taking a little bit under the jawline. Then I'm also going to take just a little bit and dot it around the edge of my forehead because I have quite a wide square forehead, which I don't love. Ta-da! I'll blend it in! Cream contour is so easy. Seriously, if you are interested in contour but scared of it, cream contour is the easiest way to do it. It's like, that's pretty foolproof. Gonna wipe off my finger real well, and then I'm going to go in with a cream blush. This is a NYX cream blush in Boho Chic. I think these are like $5 maybe, which is awesome. I'm gonna start on my cheekbone. I tend to keep my blush on my cheekbone, so I put my contour right under, my highlight right above, and then the blush right on it, sort of starting in the middle of my iris, and then following my cheekbone out. And again, this is a lot of tapping motions, patting motions, not sweeping motions. And then finally, I'm going to use a liquid highlight, actually not a cream. This is the Benefit High Beam, which was one of my first makeup purchases a couple years ago when I first started getting back into makeup. But it has sort of gotten forgotten in my makeup drawers, which is too bad because it's really pretty. That is a lot. Oopsie. There you go. So now my face is completely colored in, not finished because I will finish this with a powder. The finish is still very natural and dewy. It's not too powdery. So sometimes if you feel like powdering your skin and then putting on a powder contour and a powder blush and a powder highlighter can make it look too powdery, this is a really great way to combat that, especially when you really want that dewy, summery skin sort of look. Okay, having stared at my eyes some more, I am not sure that I really want to do anything else to them except a big ol' wing, I think. So I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek gel liner in Immortal and the Makeup Geek bent eyeliner brush. Stop texting me, computer! Sorry, I'll mute that. Yes, I did just tell my computer to stop texting me. I have iMessage turned on, so I get all of my text on my computer. But I don't have like my camera doesn't have a flip out screen. So I have it hooked up to my computer so I can monitor my video. So my computer's always sitting right next to me. And if I forget to mute it, then I get all of my text while I'm filming. I have more or less given up on making my eyes match exactly because my eyes are shaped differently. They're not gonna match. That's okay. I might make this one upturn just a little bit more. And then I might take this one out just a little bit. And then I'll say that's close enough. Next, I'm going to go ahead and powder my skin. This is the Revlon Colorstay pressed powder in translucent. Yes, in translucent. Just on a big old fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take my Show Curl curler from Sephora collection and get in those lashes. And then I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex, which I am totally obsessed with right now. Totally obsessed. The other day, though, I had a really bad like black flecks under my eyes from where my mascara had all rubbed off. And I honestly can't remember if I was wearing this or if I was wearing the roller lash from Benefit. Like, I have no idea which one it was, but I know that one of them was not working that day. And I'm really upset about it because I don't want to wear that one anymore because I don't want to look like a crazy person. But I don't know which one it was. Okay, it's lip time. I don't know what I'm going to look like. I don't know what I want to put on. Do I go nudie because most people say that if you're going to go this bold on the eyes, you shouldn't go bold on the lips? Or do I go bold because sometimes I feel really unbalanced if I'm really bold on the top and not on the bottom? Shall I try both? I'm going to blank out just a little bit of my natural lip color. My lips are naturally quite pigmented, actually. I have two options. First, I have the Urban Decay lipstick in Fiend, which is sort of my go-to My Lips But Better shade. I love this color. It's kind of what I go to when I don't know what else I should wear. I also grabbed a red. This is Bite Beauty Maraschino lip pencil, which is quite red. It's not quite as dark as I want maybe, but we'll see. So let's start with the lighter one. I feel like that meshes quite well with how fresh and clean my skin looks. And by clean I mean it has a lot of makeup on it, but it doesn't look overly done, I think. So I like that a lot, but I feel like if I'm going to have this much glitter on my eyes, is that really all I want to do? Feels a little more like Hollywood glam. I think this is probably what I'll wear. What do you think? Which one do you like better? Let me try one more thing. I'm going to take just a little bit of Revlon Black Cherry and sort of feather it in from the outside corner. That feels more like a completed look to me, not just something that I put on because I wanted to wear glitter. So I'm kind of into that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Which one of those lip looks do you like best? Do you like it kind of natural? Do you think that makes it more balanced? Do you feel unbalanced with a natural lip? Or would you go full drama? Let me know. So there you have it, guys. My finished glittery eye look. That's really all I wanted out of this when I started, so I'm quite happy with it. And honestly, it's pretty easy. It's really just one color on the eyes and then some lips. It just happens that that one color is pure glitter. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. I would really, really love to hear from you. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I would love to see you there as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!